Hi guys, this is John here. Continuing our case study on building a services company for drone training. In today's lecture, I will show you the key trade-offs between a product company and a service company. So we will look at that if we have a product company or a services company, what are the key differences between the two? So first let us say, if I compare both drone companies, let us say what is the minimum investment needed for profit. So the minimum cost to make a product was 29 lakhs 50,000 rupees in this case. So let me just round this off and write 29.5 lakhs. So for our services company, for Eduvance, the minimum cost was 5,98,000 rupees to make a profit. So let me call it 5.9 lakhs. So the minimum investment for profit in a product company is always higher as compared to a services company. So let me give a green tick mark for services that it needs a minimum investment. Now, the second question that we need to ask is, from a long-term profit perspective, if I increase my investment, if you increase your investment, who has a better chance of making a higher profit? So the question is, who makes a higher profit? So that's the important question. While a services company makes a profit faster, the question is who makes a higher profit? So let us see. Now, for our services company, if I go ahead and increase my investment from 2 lakhs to 20 lakhs, then I have to hire more people. So I need to hire more people. So to provide that service, I need 2,400 man days. For that, I will need to hire 10 people so that I have 2,640 man days available. In the previous lecture, I showed you the calculation for man days. So let us go ahead and see the profit generated. So the profit generated here is 3,62,000 rupees for a cost of 56,38,000 rupees. So what you've done is you've increased your marketing budget from 2 lakhs to 20 lakhs, and your profit is 3,62,000 rupees. So let us say for a marketing budget of 20 lakhs, your profit is 3.6 lakhs or 3,62,000 rupees. Now let us see what happens to the same thing with a product company. Now let us go to our drone company, where we will change the marketing cost from 10 lakhs to 20 lakhs. So I will change this from 10 lakhs to 20 lakh rupees, because we need to compare and see who's making a higher profit. And I will have to make sure that I produce the same number of products. So I will change this from 462 to 924. And let's say show result. So now you will see that my profit is 13,47,000 rupees versus 3,62,000 rupees for my services company. So now you see that my profit is much higher when I increase my investment from 10 lakhs to 20 lakhs. So my profit is 13.4 lakh rupees, which is significantly higher. So here a big check mark for a product company. So the simple concept I'm trying to explain here is, a service company needs a smaller investment to make a profit. However, a product company will make more profit with a higher investment. So that is the key differentiator. So in simple words, a product company is more scalable, but the trade-off is you need more investment, which means more risk. So those are the trade-offs between a product company and a service company. Now, if you ask me, John, which is better, I'll say it depends on what you want to do as an entrepreneur. What I'm trying to explain to you here is if you start a product company or a service company, each type of company has its own benefits, its advantages and disadvantages. Now, this we have learned by looking at a practical example here, by comparing a services company with a product company. Now, whenever you start thinking whether you want to start a product company or a services company, please keep in mind these trade-offs, and that will help you understand whether you are suited to start a product company or a services company. So with this, I would like to close this particular case study on starting a training services company on drones, and also highlight the difference between a product company and a service company. I would suggest that you play around with different values and also look at how your company can generate a profit and what are the different conditions. So what I want you to try is go back, try and play around with a few values, that if I change my ROAS to 2.5, what happens? And play around with these values and tell me what's the minimum marketing budget you will need to make a profit at 2.5. Let's say if I reduce my training cost to 4,500, how do I make a profit? So I want you to play around with these values and see that if you reduce one element, you will have to increase another one. So those kind of trade-offs are important parts of your journey as an entrepreneur. And I want you to play around with these values to actually understand better. So with this, I will close this case study. Please go through these lectures to understand these concepts in detail. I hope this was clear. I'll see you guys in the next case study. Thank you.